The management of Indian Bank joining in. Indian Bank reported a strong beat on profit after tax, came in at about 510 crores as compared to about 200 crores, which was the expected number. Padmaja Chunduru is managing director and CEO of the bank, and she's joining us to take some questions. Ma'am, thanks for joining in. Good to have you here. Prashant this side. Could you talk to us what is the big sort of reason behind this beat that you've done at the net level? Is it the drop in provisioning? Did asset quality turn out to be a lot better than what you earlier thought?
Yes, thank you for this opportunity. I think the numbers have been quite consistent. Even in the earlier 2 quarters, the bank has registered a good profits. And even taking into account the notional NPAs this time, what you mentioned about provisions, we have made a 21.5% provision on the notional NPAs also. So actually the profits are not impacted by these provisions because we have a cushion there. And that is about 5,200 crores of notional NPAs we have, which even if it gets added to the NPAs after the Supreme Court dispensation is lifted, then also our gross NPA and net NPA are very much under control. And the provisions, not only we made 21.5% on the notional NPAs, but we also made a provision for the interest that would be reversed if and when these become NPAs. But one point there, of the 5,200 crores that may become eventually NPAs, about 1,400 crores is under restructuring. And so once this restructuring is implemented, which is going as per schedule, we expect that figure to come down further. So our provision, I think we have a good cushion built up. That should see us through the coming quarters. What happened is that immediately from 1st April, after the amalgamation date has come into force, the bank has been focused on both the business and also the asset quality. So this Indian Bank has traditionally been very focused on arresting slippages, and that is continuing now. I think that is paying off. It's not only about recovery, OTS, upgradation. It is also about soft recovery and pursuing all sorts of measures. So whether it is the help to the customer through the restructuring or the special dispensations, also recovery wherever it is possible. So I think that helped us across the country, both in Indian Bank and as well Allahabad Bank areas, that we could get a good control over the slippages and also made enough money to make additional provisions for whatever would come in the future. So I think this is a good track record to build, and the synergies of amalgamation are kicking in now in terms of low cost of funds, in terms of geographical presence, in terms of larger exposure possible on well-rated companies, which is the balance sheet leverage that we get, and also the capital that we have built in, the capital strength. Recently we have raised 2,000 crores, which has come into the figures in 31st December. And there's another 2,000 crores raised in January in terms of 81 and Tier 2 bonds. So all in all, I think with a focus on growth, on asset quality and capital, we should be able to do even better in the coming quarters.
So ma'am, once this asset quality dispensation is lifted, and based on your, the incremental trends that you're picking up in terms of slippages, what are you likely to end the year with in terms of gross NPAs as well as net NPAs?
As you know, as of September, the gross NPA is about 9%, the net NPA is about 2.5%. But taking into account the slippages that might be possible and what we see as coming in the Q4, we see that the gross NPA, we still would be able to keep it below 10, and the net NPA below 3%. Because a lot of restructuring is going on, especially on the corporate side. On the other segments, we don't see too much of a restructuring. The other point is the collection efficiency. The collection efficiency on a month-by-month basis, starting even from August, but now definitely more perceptible in October, November, and December, it has moved on to 91%. And on a cumulative basis also, taking into account the old amounts that are due, it is still going up at 85%. So with that focus continuing, we have made out projections for March and going forward. So what we see is that with all the recovery also expected, not only from NCLT, which again is happening but at a very slow pace, but even our own other measures like OTS or other legal options that we have taken, we expect that we would be able to maintain gross NPA below 10%, and of course net NPA below 3%. This has been our projection even in the last quarters. So we will be there, is what I hope.
So with the economy recovering, are you expecting a pickup in your loan demand? What is the loan book currently and your expectation of the loan book growth going ahead?
Yes, I think yes, the loan growth, especially in the corporate, was a bit subdued until now. Though in this quarter, in the Q3, the corporate did pick up. It grew at 3%, but this does not include the amounts or the investments that we have made through the LTRO, TLTRO. So that, and also the amounts that were written off in the earlier two quarters, the fully provided for accounts. We can see that there has been a growth of about 7% in corporate. This quarter, there has been no technical write-offs. And in the retail and agriculture MSME, I think the growth has been much more positive. In the retail, it is about 13% this quarter, year on year. And agriculture grew at 11%. That has not been impacted. And MSME also at 11%. So going forward, we think that in Q4, through the year 2021, growth of 10% is what we can be confident about, because now corporate is also picking up. There are a lot of loans that have been sanctioned and to be disbursed. So in the next 2.5 months, which we have before March, we expect that this engine will also start taking, and then private investment, if it comes in, then there can be a lot more traction on growth. But all in all, I think RAM sector with 56% of the advances is actually growing quite in a very stable way. And that combined with the pickup in corporate should be good for the bank.
Thank you, ma'am, for joining in. That's Indian Bank for you, guiding for gross NPAs to remain below 10% and a big pickup in the corporate loan book going ahead. We'll slip into a very short break on that note. On the other side, market fundamentals lined up with Mukul Kochar of Investec Capital.